Hello, patrons. What can I do for you this time?
And I forget to unmute again. That's what I get for being interrupted yet again.
You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
How about a ticket to see Narcon?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? I'm curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el Ahmar.
Of course it was.
Ain el Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them.
Yeah, those idiots.
The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King.
Which it doesn't. It's literally knowledge. It's not a power source.
That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
So, how exactly are we gonna deal with this? We going in stealthy or loud? Because either way, we're gonna need to do something about this. Because they already have it in their possession. There's no telling where they're gonna put it. That said, if they try to do anything with it, they're not gonna really do much if it's actually... Well, if it is truly the power of that god, it shouldn't be too much of a problem considering they're dead. Because only the strong survive, and even the weakest of them are still alive. So I doubt that they will be much problems for me.
Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain el Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, If we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ein El Akhmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands.
Yeah, because they can't do anything about it.
After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
It's a lot of waiting this time. But that's gonna be the...
Oh, Hatham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
I thought it was gonna be like the end of the update, and I would have to wait for the next one for like another 2 months.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Faros Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
It's gonna be real easy to knock them into the water because apparently enemies can't swim, even if they are literally capable of doing so. I still have the animal powers, because if I did, then it'd be no problem. Oh, it's up there? Or is it? No. This is the only way to get over there, though. I still don't like those. There's no idea why that's there. But what does it even do? Oh, it's a crane. News-wise, it only on the one side, or at least, well, there's one on each end of the bridge, but only one side of it. Okay, almost there. Hopefully, I am strong enough to deal with this. I know lore-wise I probably am, but physically I don't know. Just based off my own stats. But considering my character's past feats of strength, it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, Hatham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
What? You only brought 5 people. Are you serious? 5 people. None of you have a vision. This guy does. He could take on 10 of you.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
That's very strong talk for someone in shotgun range.
I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
God, these guys are idiots.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
You're acting like I've never faced anyone like this. Oh yeah, they're getting curb stomped.
Where do you think you're going? Germinate!
They barely do any damage. Exchange pointed words. High impact constructive criticism. But there's more? Where are these guys coming from? It's not even the big guy that's the one that's got the health bar. The big guy's not special, I guess. I don't even know why we're allowed to just do this out in the middle of the open space. Probably gonna have to do a sneak section after this thing. You get away. Shotgun blast.
Propagate! Academia scum!
Dracula Key did all the work.
Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss?
That looks crap out of his mind.
Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
Oh, that's sneaky.
World, forget me.
The heck?
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
Because he did. Clearly he wasn't worthy of using the device.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
And it didn't like him.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close.
Well, if you are as perceptive as I was, that is not the case.
Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
He clearly wasn't as strong-willed.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham. Until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Is he just holding it out in the open? Is that it? Oh, thank God. Wait, does this mean... Maybe they added the main quest for this. Maybe they broke it up into two. One being the main area, and then the second being the desert region. Because this may be just the establishment of this region. Regardless, I'm all for having more content, as I didn't want to have to end everything just as quickly as I started it again.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Keep forgetting that that's an auto door.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
If anything happens that shouldn't happen, I can try to fix it myself. So hopefully nothing will go wrong. But something will probably anyway, since I'm here. Luckily, I'm just as good at solving problems as I am causing them.
There's
Or
no
bringing
need to
them
be
with me.
nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Yeah, a bunch of crazy people want some kind of glowing red rock. And, turns out it makes people go insane.
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
She's right, you know.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
Of course she is. That's her job.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
Exactly.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
I won't let him anywhere near this place. Were you tired? How dare you?
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner.
She gets more tired than me. I can go way longer.
I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Alrighty then.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. I'm so ready.
I could use rest after the stupidity of the past few days. Would not help, or it would help rather. In fact, considering I just messed up my own sentence, I'm pretty sure it would most definitely help. There's so many dogs here. This is a different exit. I think I'm behind everything now.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Better than our place.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
Maybe I should bring the bard next time. Make it even more interesting.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
That's very logical. I don't blame her for doing that. Plus, it's also good to have someone to be talking to and chilling out with who also knows how to protect people, as well as themselves.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
She's not hovering.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
Probably.
Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
Think of it this way. If you're up all night, then you're tired. You'd be too tired to eat.
Did we oversleep?
Hopefully not.
We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Not gonna lie, I thought that vase was a toilet for a second. The heck is that? Is it like a pipe cleaner? Oh, it's a spoon. I think I need more sleep than that. This is a different place entirely. Why is there so many bazaars?
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
Gold isn't actually that valuable. I mean, or at least as what it is as a material, but anything else, not really.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
That, however, is true.
You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
It's giving me, like, heavy vibes to that one, like, side story mission for Ayaka. I'm still mad that not much was done with her character other than, like, that one bit. After that, nothing.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Those blueberries, things is huge.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
I thought you liked sweet things.
So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumeru roses, sunsetias, capulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
It makes sense. Dendros are plants. Or at least the element is heavily based around plants. So why not do that?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
So that's what it's called.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Why do I feel like that place is just gonna be a giant volcano of death? Next thing you know, there's gonna be something like a Rathalos or a Nergigante coming out of it. Or worse. Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Biollante just pops his head out from the volcano yo was good.
Thanks. Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
He's gonna be the final boss of Natlan. He's gonna be like, yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm gonna destroy your town. God, I hope my mic is on.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
I'm calling it right now. She's Kusanali. I'm calling it right now. Every single god that we've met so far, except for one, has posed as a mortal.
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
I mean, it's not like we're spending money, and regardless, never spent a single, like, Mora before, so got plenty to spend. What to do? thinking something like that. This is going to either do nothing or violently explode. And maybe give me superpowers. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Huh?
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Yeah, that's called a crescent moon.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
I mean, there's probably a lot of different things that could mean a lot of different things, so he might not remember it all.
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Well, a lot of what's been going on is just lies and deceit. It's been nothing but that since the beginning of this place. So it kind of makes sense.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Well, then I guess the sun will rise, because ain't nothing here has scared me at all.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
What's the point in hiding it? That just means that it's legitimate.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
See? Told you.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
I wonder if Albedo could do any of this. I wonder what his reaction would be to this.
They say the Sub-Zeros festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Liquor?
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
That kid looks like Zhongling. Huh?
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Oh my god, that mustache.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies.
Is that a real butterfly? Looks like
In the
one.
few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zeros festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
Well, I guess they like the new Archon better than the adults do.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zeros festival.
Look like his mouth is moving.
All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
And there they go. That's for that one.
Just what is going on here?
Giving out candy, apparently.
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zeros festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
Oh, his mouth does move. Oh, guy, he's staring right at the camera.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalta candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one? Don't these boxes all look the same?
Are you colorblind? Physically, yes, there is no difference, but they are different colors.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
How do they got lavender melon? Isn't that something exclusive to Inazuma? I didn't think the borders were open for that long to be able to actually reestablish trade routes.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
Unless they well, this is a place where plants are all over the place, so I guess they may have a greenhouse or something.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Okay, no, they do have trade routes, because those can't survive anywhere else.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor. It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
Now I'm half tempted to just get the spiciest one possible, just to see what happens. Turn her into a floating flamethrower.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
I'm gonna go for the middle. That's number 3. Yeah, well.
Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
You're saying that like it's a bad thing. Sometimes what you don't want is luck. Because you could be so lucky that you cause something that's bad, because your luck is negative. I won those fights because of my strength, durability, and sheer force of will. Not luck. It's all physical and in the mind.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
Night of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Get it right.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
How rude. Be more culturally respective, you flying midget of a nuisance. You little gremlin. Money goblin.
Oh,
what you
actually,
use.
I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here,
Wait, you need me to go get it?
can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
I swear, it's celebration time in every one of these places. Every time I enter a new region, except for the first one.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Pause. Isn't that her?
That most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
I can't tell if that was a sarcastic laugh or I was legitimately actually thinking that was funny. Regardless, I'm not going to let that happen.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Now see, here's what's going to happen. We're going to leave. You are going to be on the floor. Dead.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
And me.
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Can I get in on that? I really want to punch them in the face, too.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
You really think 5 people are enough to take on a actual vision user who is competent with a blade or weapon, and then one who has beaten several gods? You people are so stupid.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right. All right, fine.
As much as I want to punch them in the face, we need to get the person who can't fight out of here.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
If you don't come back in a certain amount of time, I'm going looking for you. Really wanted to punch them in the face.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
The pestilence.
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
See? Told you she'd be fine.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
She may not be able to deal with gods like I can, but she definitely can handle herself.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Seems like she's more out of breath from just running here than actually fighting them.
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
You don't look like the type that would use a greatsword. You look like the type that would literally dual-wield short swords. And maybe have arm bracers of some kind to block blade attacks.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Same with adventurers, especially people like me, who do stupid stuff for a living.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
You goddamn madman! Don't worry, if you need an actually decent one, I can hook you up with a good greatsword. I think I got a couple.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Again, if the greatsword is not to your liking, I can find a better one.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Clearly. And you clearly need to get some medical attention.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Surprised that even happened anywhere near the city.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
I'll take a few pictures here and there if need be. I'm thinking she may have that, like, whatever, Raza, whatever the heck, the disease that the one girl had. I'm just gonna call it the pestilence because I find that intimidating yet funny.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret.
I have a feeling I already know what it is.
I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Oh my god. Why haven't you been taking medicine to fix the problem? You fool!
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
So basically cancer, but more terrifying.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
You've come this far. You can't stop now.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed.
What?
Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia.
If I find out what created Elazar, I'm going to give them something far worse in return.
This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
I can't forget with a name like that.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me.
It's no wonder why you're so devoted to the god.
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Something tells me she's about to die. And if that's the case, someone else will. And it ain't gonna be me.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
If you did, I'll handle this.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the Goddess of Flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
And you should be finding somewhere to hide before I find you.
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
Oh, I'm gonna love burning this place to the ground.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
They don't want to have it? Fine, we'll do it somewhere else. I got plenty of connections to others. Doesn't have to be here.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage?
Well, as someone said, the world is the stage.
Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Threatened to investigate the organizers.
Nilu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough.
They want to tear down the festival? Fine, I'll tear down their entire government organization.
It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
You may not. I, however, can. I have a certain set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like that to deal with. Call me the Payday Gang because the government is not coming for you.
Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
I can think of one solution. The heck? That's not a solution.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible.
Ah.
The project is entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Ah.
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
What the? Oh my god. No, this is not happening. Groundhog's Day, god dang it. And of course I have to end there because it is currently time for bed. So, that's all for today. I should be able to do more tomorrow. Picking up right where I left off. So, see you then.